Hey everyone, this is the second time I'm actually recording this video because the file got corrupted and I already edited the video and kept I didn't save it, and when I came back the entire intro was gone and I was like, what the hell? So I'm redoing this again, and I've been very busy this week. I couldn't play this game as much. I thought, oh, because of the Halloween event it'll be fun and I'll play a lot more, but I played very less. So I'm just gonna do the deck intro fast. So today it's Syndicate, and I'm taking on an archetype that nobody seems to play. I rarely see this on ladder. I don't think I've seen this for the past few months. It's firesworn, one of the second favorite archetype of mine from Syndicate, and so I thought, you know what, let me just go with the devotion route and see how good this deck is, or how viable this deck is, because I want to know if we have to vote cards from this for the balance council. So let's just get into it. So the leader is Congregate. It spawns 3 firesworn zealots and gives you 1 coin, 3 charges it has, and stratagem can be anything. I went with Tiger's Eye. It's a pretty good stratagem. You don't really need coins in this deck actually, so just a few. This will help you with that. The second card is one of the latest and really good cards for this archetype, and it's Saint Gregory Justicar, which evolves to Martyr if you actually win the round. So this card, what it does is it will boost self by 1 for each unit you control and gain 1 coin for each Firestone cards you control. So it's a pretty good Firestone deck, and another you can play this in other Syndicate decks, which Firestone bronzes are actually pretty good spenders. So a lot of Syndicate just adapts Firestone, but this thing's evolution is the best. What it does is on deploy, it'll damage an enemy by the number of Firestone units on the row, or Firestone cards on the row. So basically it's like the Treant from ST, but like really better. Or it's like Serkan. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. Second is Jack's Miracle Child. Is that how you say his name? I don't know. So anyway, this card is one of the best Syndicate cards. Syndicate card, not Firestone cards. You add him in any Syndicate decks, he's really good. So he's one of the best Firestone cards, and we are going complete devotion. So we are going to get his last form, which gives you coin for any Firestone card you play, not units. So it's a really good Syndicate card. The next card is Cyrus. He is pretty good, and I think we should just buff him to 1 power extra. That would be my hopes for Gwentfinity. But yeah, he's pretty good. What he does is he'll spawn Congregate, and any of the bronzes that has been killed in your gameplay or during your round, you can bring it back. It's a very good Firestone card. You can literally use this to bring any bronze engines, and Firestones have two of the best bronze engines in Syndicate. Ulrich is this card is very weird. It's like this deck depends on him a lot, and he doesn't show up. He's always sitting in the corner inside your deck, like sad and mopey. Look at this brooding little guy. So yeah, the only issue of Firestone is we want him in hand with our other engines. So, and you never get him. That's the only issue. So I think we should buff him to 310. Or increase his power, but I think buffing him to 310, 10 provisions is actually good. So there we go. Vivaldi's Bank is for consistency. Grand Inquisitor Helvid. This card is really good if you want to get out of the short round or bleeding. You just have to play 2 of your Fallen Knights, and then you just play him and keep clicking. They're gonna be so big, and you can just pass and get out. It's a pretty good card. He's 6 for 10, but then you get 4 profit, so he's literally a 10 for 10. And synergistic with other cards, so pretty good card. Dice Array, I think we should buff this card. But yes, I was just gonna say, like, when you watch this gameplay, you're gonna be so shocked because I just win a lot. The funniest thing is I was stuck in rank 4 a lot, and then I went to rank 3 and I 5-0'd every single opponent with this deck, which actually surprised me. But I do not think this deck is really good. It's okay. Maybe the matches might have been favorable to me. The bleed was really good. If you have all the cards in your hand, it's pretty good. So, which shocked me. I'm not even kidding. 5-0'd every single opponent I met. So, which is awesome. And I've faced all of the different factions, not just one faction. So, Sacred Flame is a very good deck. And the funniest thing is, every time I played this card, my opponents just retreated the game. Retreated, I said like snap term. Just passed the round turn. So which was really funny. Like I was like, okay. It's a very good card, and I'm seeing people wanted this to be 7 provisions. I think it's pretty good if you're making it 7 provisions. It's a very good card for this archetype. Damnation. Unfortunately, I don't have any clips of me comboing this thing. This is an insanely good card, and I will tell you in the deck strategy about it. Procession of Penance. This is another big chunky finisher for this faction archetype. It's a very good card. I've seen people wanting this to go 13 and stuff, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you swarm enough, this is pretty good. I don't think this card needs buff. It's a very good card. Fallen Knight. This is the best engine in this deck. And this is the main engine in this deck. And playing him, your opponents are just gonna take him out because he is insanely deadly. And when you're playing him with Ulrich, it's even crazier. So you first round, if you have Ulrich and you have Fallen Knight in hand, that's the combo you do. And every time you spawn a card, he'll go +1. So you spawn 3 cards, he'll go +3, which is insanely good. So there we go. You definitely need 2 of them in your deck. Excommunication is for thinning. It's like banished as the neutral card, right? The last wish. Instead of that, you look at 3 cards and take 1. If it's a fire zone, sell it like a token. So, very good card. Casino Bouncers is it's just for thinning. It's like a whole religious deck. Then you see like bunch of gambling degenerate people. Okay, Keepers of the Fire. This is a superb point. Like what do we say this? Boost the whole row card. So if you have another cleric, you see the tag here, the cleric. If you have his tribute cost is reduced. So if you have like 3 clerics, like you have Keepers of the Fire and you have Eternal Inquisitor, you have Eternal Disciple, he's going to be like 1 tribute. So that's a very good card. And I just have 1 of them in the deck. Congregation is actually a pretty cool card. It's like the Crow's Eye Rhizome, but it's exactly like Crow's Eye Rhizome, but this has superb synergy with the Fallen Knight. But the only limitation is you have to play it on the same row. It's not like you can't play it'll only spawn 2 if you play in a row which doesn't have a fire sworn unit. Smuggle, this is just for spawning the footman, and also you get 3 profit from it. Eternal Fire Inquisitor. So when this card released, I thought this card was absolutely broken because it was 8 for 4, plus after 2 turns it will produce the token that it ate. So meaning when you play this card, if there's a token, you eat it, consume it, or destroy it. It will spawn it'll boost self by 4, and after 2 turns it'll spawn the eaten token, which I thought is insanely broken. So what is this? It is 10 for 4 or 11 for 4 if you eat this flaming rose footman. So yeah, and the next one is Lonely Champion. I love this card. I wish Scoia'tael had a card like this in for the Devotion Symbiosis deck, but unfortunately we don't have it and we won't get it. So what he does is he'll eat all your token and boost self by them all the amount of their power, which is insanely good. So if your opponents are like poisoning your tokens or something, if like Salamandra player plays and all your tokens are poisoned, you just play him and just get all the points into him and save your deck. It's a very good deck against, you know, the Lacerate card from neutral, which will damage all your this thing, and yeah, it's a very good card. I have only one of them, but yeah, I love this card. Eternal Fire Disciple, I have 2 of them. Oh, there you go, premium. This is the last card in this deck, and this is one of the best engines in Syndicate, as all of you know. Every single Syndicate deck has this thing. They play this. If they don't have it, they'll get it from the Eventide Plunder. It's a very good engine for 4P. So yes, now let's get into deck strategy. So in round 1, what you do is, if you have Ulrich and Fallen Knight in hand, you play both of them together, and then you keep spawning stuff. You thin your casino bouncers, and yes, and then you keep playing your congregation, sorry, and that all this while your Fallen Knight is boosted, and then you can play your Keeper of the Flame and boost everything in the row, and finally you can eat it with him if you think the opponent is targeting them. But the special deck of this card, of this deck or strategy, is you have 2 of Eternal Fire Inquisitors in your deck. So what you do is play both of them and eat 2 tokens. And what you do is, in round 2, play Cyrus and you summon one of them back. So, but guess what? He still remembers the tokens he has destroyed. What happens is, when you bring him back, he will produce the same token out again. That is insanely good, right? So what happens is, so if you have eaten the Flaming Rose Footman, you're gonna produce them. So it remembers the card that you have destroyed, the token that you have destroyed, and it'll produce it. So that's another cool strategy for this deck. So another thing is, okay, Damnation. Damnation is insane. As in round 1 itself, you can play Cyrus, or round 2 you can play Cyrus without playing Cyrus from your deck or hand. Do you know how? I'll tell you how. So you keep Eternal Fire Inquisitor for round 2 bleed, then put a token and eat the token. Wait 2 turns. When the token is out, what you do is you play Damnation on him. So what Damnation does is, it already has 4 provision minimum status line when you destroy a card in this. What it does is, it will, if you destroy an 8 provision unit, what's 4 plus 8? That's 12. So what happens is, you can spawn Cyrus, which is insanely good, and with that same Cyrus you can bring him back. That's one of the best strategy. And unfortunately, in all of the games that I play, I couldn't pull it, but yeah, it is what it is. But so I will end the commentary here, or my speech here. Wait, before that, I just want to say, I just want to look into the cards that we have to buff, in my opinion. So firesworn, let me just write that, firesworn. Okay, what's Siggy doing here? He's not a firesworn card. Oh, this is absolutely shit. We just have to forget about him. He sucks. Maybe if you make him 6P, it'll be nice for NR, not even for firesworn. I think we should buff this card. Von Hurst is one of the best firesworn cards, and he'll never get played because people are just gonna steal him. Nilfgaard is gonna kill him. He's basically 5 power, like with the armor and body. He's basically he's just bait. So, but he has one of the best spawning abilities, but no one puts him in the firesworn deck because he's easily eaten, and we live in a control meta. So Yes, this has no use for the firesworn archetype, unfortunately. I think we can make this a 7p. I think we should make this an 8p. This should reduce its provisions too, so it should be 10. This we can maybe increase its body, make it 4, but the provision should stay 12. It's a very good card. This card is pretty good. I don't think it should be touched. What other cards is there? People want this buffed. If it gets buffed, it's good. Make it 13, it's pretty good, or 14, it's excellent. But yeah, Roderick the Vet. I think he needs a buff too. Maybe give him 1 more power, cause nobody plays him, and he's a firesworn card. So maybe we should increase his power by 1. Fallen Knight should stay the same. Excommunication is pretty good. No change required. This is a meme card. So yeah, this is absolutely meme card for the Igor the Hook deck. So yeah, Cleric of the Flaming Rose. I think we should increase his power because he easily dies. So maybe giving him 1 power would be good. All these are actually fine. You can even play him in the deck. He'll be fine. Actually, you can buff him to give him 1 more power, so he's gonna play for 7, which is nice. So anyway, that's the deck strategy and guide. Hope you guys enjoy the video and try out this wholesome deck.
Give what we demand. I'll palm a hair on your wench's head.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Oi, what's that up your sleeve?
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Your name! I damn your soul!
This positively reeks of heresy. The tongue can conceal the truth. The eyes never.
I'll scrub the next in your face!
He venerates not the fire! Remove his cowl, then his ears!
Mystic for breakfast, lunch,
Looks like
and
some
dinner.
light
That's the
reading.
dream.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt!
have taken the easy road.
Scoia'tael!
Test of reckoning! Renounce sin! Slow, ain't ya?
The fire cleanses.
Believe I heard more coin clinking about in that pouch of yours.
Betrayed and fisted. Life protect us. In the Order's name, I confiscate these goods.
Hear that song?
Yes, you! Have you made your offering? By denying penance, you confirm your guilt!
Eternal fire, fill my heart with valor. Guide my shot! Betrayed and fisted. Eternal life protect us.
A pleasure to be.
Remove his cowl, then his ears!
Don't you pester me.
You are not worthy of the fire's purity, not worthy of its light! You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness! I always find a way in.
Remove his cowl, then his ears!
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
We're but a handful who still wear the colours.
In the Order's name, I confiscate these goods.
You can tail goodbye.
Come at me if you must. We'll make this sword a toy. Move on at once.
Infernal gout.
Worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness. Give what you demand, not harm a hair on your wench's head.
We shall do it my way.
Let's not get in the way of the axe.
The eternal fire guides. The eternal fire protects.
Get to work.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt. Bloody hate mages. Cheating a second nature to 'em.
They used to call me Shrine. Wanna know why?
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Come, brothers! We've naught to fear!
A raid's a raid. Matters not whose village we pillage. Eternal fire, fill my heart with valor.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
Meet me, girlie. Looking good.
The amulet. What can I say?
He venerates not the fire!
If not by strength, then by stealth.